Arn and I left was very abrupt. That was not a planned exit. Right. And so we were wrestling Bobby and Dennis and switched the belts, and then we were gone.
What led to that departure? I heard it had to do something with the Road Warriors had contracts, Paul Ellering had contracts, but for some reason they weren't offering you and Arn contracts.
They were not offering Arn and I contracts, and we didn't exactly think that was good business on their part. And and so that's what opened the door, and they didn't try to get the door shut. So
didn't Jim Crockett, wasn't he also upset about you for some comment you made to the media or something like that?
No, the comment I made was when Turner's people were getting ready to buy Jim Crockett Promotions, and they were interviewing all the key people. They asked me questions, and I made some comments because I didn't know secrets, I just knew the trends.
Right.
And so, there's so many different things that were coming into the mix, the no money, and I didn't say anything to be harmful. I just told him, I said, we this, and this is why this happened. And Crockett called me on the phone and told me that I wasn't loyal. And that really irritated me. I mean, when you travel every night, you bleed every night, and you work 30 minutes every night, and tell me that I'm not loyal, and oh my gosh. So I decided that then we went to work, and we were in Houston, and the next week's travel plans came out, and JJ looked at me and said, they've taken you off the jet, so they were spanking me.
Right, because there was a private jet for the Stars in those days.
And so I was supposed to make all these bookings and drive like the old days, and everybody else was on the jet. And so I said, okay. I said, do you want the championship belts tonight in Houston or tomorrow in Philadelphia? Because I quit. And
had you already spoken to WWE at that time?
Yes.
Or you were just, okay. Had they been contacting you in the past? Because I know that they had talked to Flair a few times.
They sent a word out to Arn and I went up and met with Vince. Probably a month, 2 months before that. But that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I mean, because telling the truth is telling the truth.